Hi, I'm Michael Brown, celebrity makeup artist, and I'm here today with INIKA Organic. I'm going to show you some quick steps for perfect foundation complexion, natural looking skin. So first of all, we have to prime, and I'm really all about getting moisture into the skin. So I'm going to use the INIKA Organic Pure Primer, and just a couple of pumps is all you need. And rather than using fingers, I'm actually loving using a brush, basically because it doesn't create any heat or friction on the skin. And you can see I'm just using sweeping movements from the center of the face outwards, especially in the central areas, mainly because they're where we have more coverage of foundation and generally where more concerns are. So my next step is the INIKA Organic Pure Rosehip Oil. Now this is generally a skincare product. A lot of women use it at night. As a makeup artist, I love the skin to look, really natural and have that glow through it. So I use it on the high points of the face and only a small amount needed. So you really work it in the brush and just across the cheekbone and where you want that natural glow to be. It doesn't need to go over the whole skin, chin and cheekbone. Now these are the areas where we want to create light during a makeup, and also, as I said with the primer, it's where more coverage is. Therefore we need the skin to be extra hydrated on these areas. So now that our skin is hydrated, it looks natural, it looks fresh, it's the perfect canvas to accept foundation. I'm using the Certified Organic Liquid Foundation in shade Toffee for Maxima today. I like to do 2 full pumps, and that's normally plenty of product to use. Now the little brush I used before already has the moisturizing prep products that I used earlier. So it's a great brush to continue using for foundation. I like to start in the center of the face and work outwards, mainly because when we first look in the mirror in the morning, the center of the face is where we have our main concern. Once we feel we have enough coverage in the center, we can use extra product and really blend the product out to jaw lines and obviously into the forehead as well. And one tip for me is I really like seeing real skin show through. So if we don't need much coverage, we don't have to go back to the hand. We can use what's ever left on the brush to smooth over. But it's mainly the central areas that we can start using a different application, a press and roll, for more higher coverage, especially when we're going out at night or wearing a bit more of a glamorous makeup look. So now we have a more even skin tone and we've really focused coverage on the center of the face. It looks really natural and we still have that rose hip really showing through, which makes the skin look natural. But now it's time to add a little touch of concealer and more of a brightening scale. I'm using the medium here of the Certified Organic Perfection Concealer. Don't need too much concealer, so only a very small amount. And fingertips because it warms up the product. Most of us have dark circles in this little area here, so I do 3 little dots and then we join and blend those dots together. That will brighten, add medium coverage, and once you've brightened under the eye, we can also bring it down to the top of the cheek to really lift and plump that area as well. This gives a bit more of a 3-dimensional face structure. We can add a touch on the chin, a touch on the Cupid's bow, down the center of the nose, and of course the other side. If there are any spots to cover, of course you can go over the area with small, really tiny little movements like that. It's actually a beautiful color for you.
I love it.
Now we all love the glow that we can see here, but as we know, foundation doesn't wear well for long periods. So the best way to just really make sure it's going to last all day is to use a mattifying powder just in the center of the face. So I've mixed a little bit of the mattifying powder with Wisdom on a smaller brush than a kabuki, and just light little presses on the center of the face, around the sides of the nose, chin, and the forehead. These are the areas that we don't want to look too shiny and where oil can appear throughout the day. And see, I'm using really small amounts because I can always go back to mattify even more. And the best thing about it is, you turn to the side, you still have that gorgeous glow from the rosehip oil. So my last tip if you really are running out the door, sometimes all you need is that little bit of concealer, just under the eye, around the side of the nose and around the mouth, just to take out some redness. And that can really get you that little lift that you need. But with all these products and steps together, you really get complexion perfection.